Hi, everyone. This is Ruth Dyer from Somewhere in the Heart of the Villages Community Podcast, and we are here today with Jerry and Linda. They are local YouTube stars, right?
I guess.
Oh, you're definitely
We're definitely
stars.
local.
You're definitely stars. I watched the video of you guys going to Walmart, and I think no less than 5 people stopped you to say hi, right?
They did. Yeah, it's hard to get your shopping in.
Right, but that was a good video. So Jerry and Linda, I want to find out more about how you got here and what started this whole thing. So where are you from?
We're from southern Indiana. Mm-hmm. Both of us lived our entire life in a small town called New Albany. Okay. It's right across the river from Louisville, Kentucky.
Oh.
And we were high school sweethearts. Mm-hmm. And then we went to college together. And we got married after college, and we will celebrate our 44th anniversary this year.
Mm-hmm. Oh, very good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. Good. So, children?
We have 3 boys. They're all military guys.
Awesome.
We were very blessed. All 3 of them went to a service academy. 2 of them graduated from the Naval Academy, and 1 graduated from Air Force.
Wonderful.
We made them study.
Very good. A lost art. Very good.
They take after their mom in that regard.
Very good. Well, that's wonderful.
I thought it was your brains, my looks. Wasn't that the way it went? No.
That's what the viewers think.
You better agree.
Yeah.
It is his brain, though. That's for sure. People know.
But we were married, and we started in a little small house, and a couple years later, maybe 4 years later, we built a home of our own, and then a few years after that, we built another home, and we lived there for 33 years.
Awesome.
And we raised those boys in that home, and we had mountains of baseball cards and sports equipment.
Yeah, everything.
And tents and you name it.
We had it.
And we're teachers, and we got to spend a lot of time with the boys, and we had a really, really good time with them. And when they grew up, they went away to the academies, and then they went into the military. So we found ourselves in a home we retired at age 55.
Okay.
And
awesome.
We were retired 7 years in that home, and we found ourselves surrounded by all these old things, Tinker toys.
Yeah.
I mean,
Legos,
G.I. Joes, rock
that.
collections.
So you didn't take it.
And we thought, you know what? When we're 70 or 75, we're going to have a hard time. A house with a basement, a first floor, a second floor.
Oh, yeah.
A big garage full of stuff. And shit.
Yeah.
So we decided, hey, let's do something. So we started looking, and we looked at other places. We haven't even heard of the Villages at this stage.
Right.
So we're looking at Destin or Pensacola or Fort Walton Beach or somewhere up there.
And we were going to do snowbird type thing, we thought, because we really couldn't afford 2 homes.
And one day my son says, it's our son.
Our son. He says my son all the time. All the time.
They're ours.
I was there.
Together.
I remember it.
Yeah. He told us that he had a buddy, his roommate in college at the Naval Academy. His parents settled in a place called the Villages. We didn't give it any thought. We just went on with our looking up there because there's no water here. We were dead set on living on
the beach.
Seeing that ocean and the dolphins and all that sort of thing. And so we got scared of hurricanes. So we kind of put that on the back burner. And we're still scared of hurricanes.
Yeah.
Are you really?
Yes. They blow hard.
And they've been here. She's been here all her
I was
life.
raised here, so
Yeah, you're not scared,
I don't have
huh?
the same fear now.
No.
So we gave up there, and then we had some dear friends that moved from southern Indiana and broke our heart. They were 80 years old.
80.
And they moved to Florida. And they moved into a small house in a Del Webb development 30 miles north of here.
Yeah.
So we decided, after we had decided to move, let's go take a look at their situation.
Yeah.
And we booked a lifestyle visit.
Right.
I don't know what they call it up there.
Yeah.
And the more we researched to get ready to go to that, everything is compared to the villages.
Yes.
All these retirement
They're the
communities.
standard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're the standard. So we thought, well, why are we looking at this small
This
development?
place.
Let's go see the villages. So we scheduled a lifestyle visit down here, and when we did, we were blown away, weren't we?
We were blown away.
Blown away.
Like, what? This is a real place?
Right. It's amazing.
This has been going on while we were in Indiana. What happened? Why didn't we know?
I know.
When you're there and they give you a golf cart in the lifestyle stay, and you start exploring, and you come down Torch Lake Drive, there are hundreds of carts parked along the curb.
Yeah.
And they're awesome. They look like 57 Chevys and
Yes.
Model T Fords.
Right.
And
Fire trucks.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything
Yes.
like it. And you're
Yes.
just blown away. And the landscaping, it's so nice.
Pristine.
Well, you feel like you're in Disney. You're almost like, is this real? Is this
And
a real
everybody's
place?
smiling. And, we get asked about the Kool-Aid and we get asked about Pleasant.
Drink it.
You ever seen Pleasantville, the movie?
Yeah.
I have not.
Yeah.
I have
I
not.
recommend- yeah, Pleasant.
I refuse it.
Oh, it's good. It's good. It's a good movie.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the one with, I think, Tobey Maguire and, anyway, I can't remember.
Oh, that other movie.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the book they wrote about this place.
Oh, no,
I
no,
refuse
no.
that.
I did. We
I
have that book.
reject it.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
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 Good.
So we came down, we were blown away, and we didn't buy a house, though.
No.
We looked at a bunch.
Really?
We looked at a
We
bunch.
looked at a bunch.
But
Well,
the seed was planted.
The seed was planted. We had a
Yes.
budget. And in our budget, we didn't find anything that just bowled us over.
Yeah.
And still, we had a house up there that, didn't have the first thing picked up to move or
No.
anything else. I mean,
Oh,
we were
my
still
gosh.
in chaos up there.
We're
Well, I mean, how many years? You lived in that house for 30?
33.
33 years
33.
of life. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
that's a
Yeah.
lot to have to get rid of. I haven't had to go through that process yet, but I deal with clients who do, and I
Yeah.
know it is hard.
We had a
It's hard on
two-car
them.
garage, and then in the back we had a three-car garage that was a wood shop for him. We had every tool in the world.
wow.
He had so much in that wood
How
shop.
did you get rid of it? I mean,
Well,
how does one get rid of all of that?
We didn't even begin. We went back home and we were really in awe of the villages, loved it, loved everything about it. And we started checking the website,
Yeah.
and we saw a home come up for sale. And we thought, that's pretty, it's this one.
And,
And we called our sales agent, who was great. And there's no pressure. There was no pressure from the
Right.
villages whatsoever.
Right.
And he came over here and looked, and we had, remember I told you my son had a roommate at the academy
Yes.
whose parents live here. They came over. We had never met them.
yeah.
And all three verdicts were, hey, this is a nice house, mainly because of this.
I
backyard.
love the backyard, and I
Yeah.
love all the palm trees. I love
Yeah,
palm
yeah.
trees. So
yeah.
So we made an offer sight unseen on this house, full price,
Yeah. Sight unseen.
$65,000 more than we ever wanted to spend
Oh,
on a
wow.
house.
Yeah.
And it was a leap of faith.
Yes.
And we wrote into the offer, could we please have a week to come down and look at it just to verify it's what we want.
Yes.
right,
And of course, we asked for an inspection too. And they said no to that.
right.
And they said they would give us 3 days.
Yeah, because
So
they
we-
don't have to.
We had 3
Yeah.
days to come down, and we came
Right.
down, and she's the one
Yeah.
that was being drugged or
It was hard for me to come
Yeah.
here. I have an identical twin, and
Oh,
that was very
right.
hard for me to leave her. And,
Yeah.
and I have an older sister too. They were both dear,
Yeah.
but it was hard.
Yeah.
So
we came in and we both really liked the house, but I kind of stayed on the back burner because
Yeah.
I knew she
It was-
had to really be in 100% or it wasn't going to work.
Yeah.
right.
And she was.
Yeah.
And the tipping point was that pantry in there where she could keep all her food.
Yeah.
She saw that and said, I want
You have a
that.
nice
They-
big kitchen.
Yeah,
Yes,
but there's
you
a
do.
pantry inside the spare bedroom area. Right there,
Oh.
it's supposed to be a linen closet,
Oh,
but
cool.
it's really, we made it a pantry, or they had before, the owners before us. And I said, oh my gosh, I mean, canned goods everywhere. I've got all my small appliances and
Right.
everything, so it's perfect.
Right.
So, time out. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Can
Their
you do that?
grandson is here.
Oh, my gosh.
He's in the
We-
back. He's in the back playing.
Well, we'll give him a little shush. He'll be right back. He's a ball of fire, but so much fun. So much
Yeah.
fun.
4 is a good age. Is
Oh my-
4?
He just
Yeah.
turned 4 3 days ago.
Oh, wow.
So he's,
That's a good
He's
age.
trying to tell people, well, I'm this, I'm
Yeah.
that. So, but
Yeah.
But anyway.
So now, when you got this house, was it already painted, or
No.
So you
No.
You did all the molding and the paint. It's just
No,
beautiful.
no. I will take that back. When we got in the house, the molding was here. Those two plantation shutters were here. Those were the only two windows. And what else was here, Jerry? We had, what else was here beside the molding and the plantation shutters? But it was
Epoxy garage floor.
You're right.
Painted driveway.
Right. The driveway
The
was
drapes back there, I do like what you did there.
those were here.
I do like
They
that.
were
Those were
here,
here.
and
Yeah.
Yeah, we just
painted floor. It has
Yeah.
a patio in the back, and it just had a lot of
The
extras.
AC out there?
Yes,
Yeah,
That's
that's
awesome.
that was
That's
Yeah,
here.
the lanai was glassed in,
Good,
and
it was
had the-
glassed in, so that was a plus.
awesome.
So we thought, oh wow, they got a lot of little extras that we think we
Yes.
can't really pass.
Yes.
She loves wainscoting and things. And
Yes, I do too.
So that was kind of a trigger. But as soon as I walked in the door, I knew this was the house. It just kind of spoke.
It's
and
a
it
good
said,
house. It's
"Thank
a
you."
good layout. What's this model?
Aspen.
The Aspen, yeah. It's good.
got a big living room area, and we liked it because
It's not that different from the gardenia.
Yeah.
Really, the living room's a little bit different, but you can lay it out the same way. It's very similar.
I have always thought that a lot of homes have too many eating areas.
They have a lot of eating areas here, but you know, the only thing that I can figure out through my years of doing these houses is as a retail market, like you're coming from Indiana and you're having to leave all your stuff behind. Well,
Yeah.
I don't want to leave my lovely dining room set. I've got to have a dining room. So they have this dining room set, and then they have this kitchenette area to eat
Right.
in. Now, if you notice, out in Finney where they don't necessarily always have two eating areas now. If they would just expand the back more, and they've started doing that. And I think it's because people aren't as attached to bringing their China hutch, because China hutches now, you can't get rid of them hardly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People like the
We had
server.
one right here.
Just
We
like,
had one.
you
We
have
had
what
one.
people like. They
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
buffet
Yeah.
with the picture over it now rather than the big China hutch.
My
Well,
China
we
is
had
still
one
in
that
there,
came
but,
with it.
but we don't use it.
I see it. No one really uses it, but it's pretty.
Yeah, we have a lot of crystal and china that we brought because they were her grandmother's. And
Yes.
Sure.
Oh, I got little teacups and that thing over there, and it's just, I can't get rid of them yet. And
Yeah.
I work at Bargains and Blessings one day
Oh
a week.
yeah, I love that place.
And I see lots of china, lots of teacups in there that people
Yeah.
are getting rid of. So one of these days,
I
and,
love
and those
that
poor teacups are
place.
going for $1 a piece and $2. I'm going, oh my goodness.
It's hard to resist buying things like
Yeah,
that.
I know. But anyway, so
You've seen the house and you decide they said 3 days. That's all you got.
that's it.
So
She okayed it.
Yep.
And then, like I said, I laid back, and she said she wanted it, and she signed first, and then I signed the contract,
smart man.
I know
and
it. I know it.
we got it.
You
and
didn't want to be
then,
blamed.
Do you
Then-
hear this?
then we flew back to Indiana, and we had a connecting flight in Charlotte, and we had one of those little planes where you get off on the runway and you walk into the terminal.
Yes.
And it is freezing.
It was
and
cold,
It was
icy
sleeting.
sleet.
And we looked at each other and went, yes,
Yeah,
we made
that
a
was-
good decision.
We were so
Yeah.
excited.
So we
Yeah.
went back home and we said, oops, now what do we do?
yeah.
And so we put the word out. We were going to sell our home. And one of my woodworking buddies says, my sister, she might be interested. So we called her and she came over, and I had a number in mind, which is now looking back an incredibly, incredibly low number. But it didn't seem like it at the time.
No.
And she said, here's what I'll give you. And she wrote it down. It was the exact number. So I said, boom. She said, you can take anything from the house you like,
Yeah.
or you can leave anything behind. And she, that for us,
Yeah.
that's great.
Yeah.
And it was a done deal. We sold that house to her, and we closed on November 29th, and we closed on this one on November 30th.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Seamless.
amazing.
Yeah.
We were homeless for one day.
One day.
That's amazing.
We went to the bank closing and had homeless signs on it.
That's cute. Where did you stay when you were here for your one night of homelessness?
Well, we didn't. We hired a moving company, and so we came down one day before they brought the stuff. So we slept on the floor.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
They
Okay.
gave us time up there in that
They
elm.
did.
They
Okay.
said
Yeah.
they also said stay as long as you need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how can you turn
So
that down?
how did it
Yeah.
took us just 2 weeks? Because we moved here December
10.
the 10th.
Wow.
So that's how long it
11
was.
days
11 days
from
from
the
our
closing. We got
in
to stay there.
Indiana.
Yeah.
We had to get rid of all the stuff.
So when you're here, now you're here and you're now, I mean, you've lived in that home for 33 years. Now you're here and you're so far away. How does that feel? Take us through that. Is it almost surreal? Like, this is not real?
It was simple for me. I mean, I look forward, I don't look back.
Yeah.
But that bedroom is exactly the same layout
Same
we had in
layout.
Indiana.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So when we moved our furniture in here, it felt like
That
home
was
right away.
right.
Our bedroom was still the same.
And we
Right.
love it. We don't have any storage. These homes are so lacking in storage.
Yes.
That is a complaint, and that actually has been addressed out in some of the newer homes.
Yes.
In Finney, they are putting in a lot more storage. That has
That's good.
been a
Nice.
I've been decorating the homes for 19 years now, and the constant complaint is a lack of storage.
Yeah,
And we address it by things like buffets and things like that in
Right,
the hallways,
right.
you know. But they are beginning to address that.
That's good.
Out in the other
That's
homes.
great.
Yeah.
Well, for guys like me, and we feel young, we're active.
Yes.
You know, I want a kayak.
Yeah.
I don't have room in that garage, really, to have it with 2 golf carts.
right.
And in fact, that's why the guy sold the house that was here. He had 2 cars,
right.
2 golf carts, 2 motorcycles,
He did.
and a wood shop.
Yep.
And it was all crammed into that
Oh, my
garage.
God.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we're kind of the same way.
Well,
I would
now-
love to be able to store a kayak outside, but you can't do that
Can't
here.
do it.
You know, and we love the restrictions.
We do. We do like them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every-
Back in
Everything looks
Indiana, we had
pristine.
neighbors
That's
that
how it stays pristine.
Yes, that's true.
that
That's
didn't
right.
like it, restrictions. So we like it.
Yeah.
Where you came from, did it have restrictions in Indiana?
It was one of
did?
those neighborhoods, a really nice neighborhood.
Yeah.
But the restrictions ran out after 20 years.
Yeah.
So then, our neighbors started, a tumped over swing set in their yard, or
Yeah.
their lawnmower broke, they pushed it out in the yard and left it there.
Yes.
Stuff like
We,
that.
we lived in a wooded lot, so it's easy to do that.
Yes.
A wooded street and area, so
Yeah.
people can kind of put things. Oh, we'll put that behind a tree, or
Yes. It's yeah. I will say so. We do not live in the villages. We live in Ocala, and we do not have an HOA. And I understand.
yeah.
What you're saying. So I do very much appreciate
Yeah.
the restrictions here.
I would like to have a boat and a trailer. There's no way, unless
Yeah.
you get off-site storage, which you
Yeah.
can do. We've had boats before, and we don't use them often, but we love the idea of having one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you can always join the boat rental. Isn't there the club here where you pay a certain amount and you can get in any boat anytime? Have you heard of this club?
We did.
Well, yeah, I think that initiation fee is like $2,500, and then you have to
is
spend.
it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it?
No, we'll
I
check
could
on
be
that.
wrong. As
I
we
don't know.
tell everybody, we all
I don't
know.
know. Well, that'll have to be researched, but
Yeah.
yeah. So that's neat.
Yeah.
So maybe many of the people are like you, and that is what accounts for all of the storage units being built
No.
everywhere.
Oh, they are.
Everywhere you look, you go, oh, what's coming there? Oh, a storage unit, a storage unit.
Yeah,
you know?
that's true.
You know what's ideal is to go out in somebody else's boat. So if
That's-
you're watching out
that's
there,
what I'm thinking.
I am available to be a co-pilot in a boat, and fish.
Well, I'll bet you
Yeah.
will get some invitations.
You know, we were talking about
for sure.
Yeah, and come on, people. The restrictions, though, too. When we came here and saw that there were no garbage cans, and we just saw bags on the street, on the driveway, I thought, "What's going on? Why are there bags on the driveway?" So that was kind of shocking, but I
Yes.
love it.
Yes,
we
and
do
I
like
know
it.
where you keep your garbage.
Yeah.
And I know exactly.
That's
there.
right.
I know where it is.
What to
You
do.
walked us through that, and that's I think one of the best things about your videos is how you take people through everyday life in the
We do,
villages.
don't we?
You know what I mean?
We tell it all.
So you're here. You get to the villages. You start living your life. What are some of the activities that you start doing?
Oh, I went right away to a stretching class, a water aerobics class now.
Walk with the pounds.
Walk Away of the Pounds was 1st. I did that for a good, a year maybe?
She is a social butterfly here.
Yeah.
She
I
back home.
get that energy. Yeah, I see that.
We were out in the county, and it takes an act of Congress to get 4 adults together out,
Yeah.
and especially when you're younger and working. But here she has bunco. She has a game called samba. I thought it was a dance.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's a card game.
and she'll play bingo, and
Yes. Oh my gosh.
she works at Bargains and Blessings, and
Yeah.
she does
I just like to
all
do it
these other
all.
things. So that's why she's fit, and she's
I don't know.
Well, energetic,
Yeah.
fit, and I mean that's what life is about here in the villages.
That's the truth.
It's about doing. It's not about you're not moving to a place to sit in a home and just watch
true.
TV all day.
That's true.
I mean, you can do that if you want. There's
Yeah.
nothing wrong
well,
with
she
that. But
she's
if you want it, but most of the
Yeah.
client base here and most of the people that come here are very active.
Active and
she
going.
is feeling that way about me editing the blog. It takes a long time to do a Mailbag Monday, especially if we have extra video features,
Yeah.
and we have signs and we have graphics and music, and it
Yes.
takes
Takes a
it takes a
while.
long time. And our Thursday videos have to be planned in advance and shot in advance and then shot and then edited later. And so it takes a lot, but I love it. I
he
love doing
does.
it.
Yeah,
He
if that's
does.
what you love, definitely.
And we
Yes.
love the people we've met. The people
Oh
down
my
here,
gosh.
they're like-minded people. They want to be here. They're happy. They want to have fun.
Yes.
And we have met so many amazing people. And that's why our
Yeah.
blog is a real blessing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, so let's talk about that. So let me just look at my notes really quick. So we've answered all those questions. So the next one is, how did you decide and when? Because I found out about you guys not that long ago. When I started the podcast, I was talking to people about, I want to know interesting people in the villages and business owners and things like that. I want to interview them. Oh, well, you should interview Jerry and Linda on YouTube. Have you seen them?
Oh no.
And I was like, well, no, but I'll go and I'll start watching them. So I started watching, and I subscribed and everything.
Oh, thanks.
And I did subscribe, and I don't even really know how to do that, but I figured it out that
You're like me.
yeah, I really don't know how to do it. But it's always late. I'm always in my office late at night, and so I watched some of your videos to start with, and I was like, I want to ask them to be on the podcast. So that's kind of how that came about. But how did you get inspired? What started this whole thing? I mean, when and where?
Okay. First of all, we were not inspired.
You were not inspired.
No, we were not inspired.
No. No.
We moved here, and our youngest son in particular had the world pulled out from under him. He went away to college, went into the Air Force, and we sold his house.
Oh, you did.
So he never even got to come back to the
Yeah,
house.
he was young. I had him when I was 40, so he was a
Okay.
younger boy. And
Well,
so
How traumatizing.
yeah, well, we
I
thought
know.
so. But we got here, and our boys love warm weather, and they love activities, and they love golf, and they're pumped about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they wanted to see this new place that mom and dad threw their entire northern life away for. So I videoed this house, and I went through and showed them the house and all the things we like about it, and wanted them to love it. And I emailed them each that video. They all bounced right back because those videos are so huge. You cannot email a video.
Email it.
Oh.
And so I'm disappointed. They can't even see where we live till they come. Well, we knew they were coming at Christmas, but they wanted to see it before then. So Derek, my oldest,
Mine too.
Yes, yes, yes.
I got him again. It happens every day.
One day.
he said, why don't you put it on YouTube and we'll watch it?
Yeah.
We had done one other YouTube video in 2015. We did a fun video, same way, of us opening our DNA results to find out whether we were European, Irish, whatever. We wanted to do that, so we did it, and it's out there on the web. And so I knew a little bit about how to do it, but I've only done one video. So I put it on, and the next thing you know, we have 5 subscribers. And I said,
I mean,
what in
who
the
are
world?
these people?
They're watching our home movies.
What, they're watching our house.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And we put out a second video for the guys, and then we had
Questions.
25
Yeah.
subscribers.
And then they start asking us questions in the comments. And so,
And
Jerry
so
said,
we
we
said,
better
well,
answer
you know
them."
what? People are like us. There's not much information about the villages other than, the villages theme song and
their little disc they sent you.
They put on the commercial. And, that's pretty one-sided. So we thought we'd let people see what it's really like. And we started putting out videos. And last week we crossed 45,000 subscribers and 10 million views.
So we're going,
Believe me,
so we're going, what?
I was blown away when I saw. I mean, I was like, wow.
I was like,
and I mean, but it is needed. You're filling a need out there for a lot of people who
Yeah.
are looking for retirement, you
Yeah.
know, and where to go to.
so
So-
it was an accident, but we like it.
So then, okay, but so you didn't get inspired. You fell into it,
Fell
sort
into
of.
it.
Fell into it.
But you had to keep it going. So what kept it going? Was it the subscribers? Was it the idea of,
Yeah.
hey, we're filling a need?
If you could spend a day with us, for example, when we went to judge the chili cook-off, I would not be exaggerating if I said 100 people came up to us with comments like, "You are the reason
You're the
we're
reason.
here."
You're the reason.
And I always follow that up with, "Boy, I sure hope you're happy."
Yeah.
Every time. Hope you like
And they
it.
are. They're tickled to death.
Yeah.
And then they'll tell us you really made a difference. And
Yeah.
and we feel so blessed to be here.
Yeah,
Yes.
And in my life, I've done quite a bit.
he has.
I was fortunate to win what they call a Fulbright Teacher Award to go to Japan for a month and interact with Japanese teachers.
Oh.
Big red letter day in my life when I did that. It was fantastic.
yeah.
I've won a couple of things called a Lilly Grant where I got to do odds and ends, and I've coached quite a few sports, and I've never done anything that gives me the amount of satisfaction that interacting with and helping these
Helping
people do.
people.
Yeah.
Helping
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, yeah.
And we get paid for it now, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's good.
Oh, that is awesome. That's
People
awesome.
think that it's super lucrative, and I guess it could be.
Yeah.
But if you watch a video, and our videos on Monday tend to be 30 minutes long,
Yeah.
or maybe more, or a little less. If you watch it, we average 1 cent for you watching that video.
Awesome.
1 cent. And yet we still get some people complaining. I thought, man, you didn't get your 1 cent's worth, you know?
Well, as you know, I write for the paper, and sometimes I do. Now I do that. I don't get paid for that, and it's something that is a symbiotic relationship. But I do get some hate mail too, and it's like, are you serious?
It's sad.
What is going on? So let's talk a little bit about it.
Oh, yeah.
Let's share
some of our bad
of
things.
the wonderful things. Now,
Oh, yeah.
lots of wonderful things. Let's preface it with lots of wonderful. I get lots of wonderful compliments. You get lots of wonderful compliments. But we as humans do tend to wonder why anyone would take their time out to write a hateful thing.
Oh, my.
Well, it's like the news. A million good things can happen and one bad, and that's the one we talk
that's
about.
the one we focus. It's the negativity train.
And even talking about these is wrong. And some of our viewers say, don't talk about those guys. But it's fun to talk about
It
these
is
guys.
fun, but it is fun. And if anybody is out there and they're doing anything public for a living or even just for fun,
yeah.
you will see. It's interesting. It's of great interest.
Yeah.
Well, today, I'll read you a couple we got today and this week. Today we had one that said, that red golf cart is hideous. Okay, we have two nice Yamaha golf carts. They're pretty.
Yeah.
And why would someone take the time to write in to tell me how hideous my golf cart is?
They just don't like red?
I know it's a good-looking cart.
Right, well, and it's beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
That's right.
You know?
Yeah.
Another one today. Looks like a place where hobos would live.
Hobos?
Oh, that's jealousy. That's raw jealousy.
And this one we get once in a while, believe it or not. Don't show your pet again.
Oh.
They don't like Gizmo.
That's just a dog hater.
Don't tell him.
How about this one? 88% of you damn villagers don't wear seatbelts.
What?
What? Where'd that come from?
That is just, that is amazing.
Now this one blows my mind,
Okay.
but we've gotten it 10 times or more.
Really?
If the cost of living in the villages is wearing those matching T-shirts, then the price is way too high. It's not worth it. Your dignity matters. We're wearing matching T-shirts
Well, I
like
think
we
it's
do.
nice.
I'm proud to wear the same shirt with her.
It's
What the heck?
great.
Yeah.
I think it's great. I think it's great.
There are lots of people that think that is just gaudy.
Yeah, well.
It's kind of our brand, and it helps people identify us with us when we're out.
Yeah.
And we
Oh,
don't sell
we-
these shirts, by
no.
the way. We've never sold any and not
No.
made a penny on these shirts, but
Yeah.
people want them. So we hooked him up with a person that does
Yeah,
make
on
them.
Etsy.
Yeah. You know you've made it when you get some hate mail, though.
And on the last Mailbag Monday, you might have seen this one, but somebody
I did.
commented about Linda.
Yeah.
They said, nice teeth.
Nice teeth.
As soon as you said that on air, I thought tetracycline
Yeah.
because I do know about tetracycline.
Well, I had runny nose as a kid, allergies.
As
I
I do
guess.
now, I always have a running
And
nose.
my mother gave us that, and all the mothers did back in the 50s and
Yes.
60s.
Yes,
Gave their kids tetracycline. And my dentist just told me this month that's because that is staining your teeth from the inside
Correct.
out, and it will not get better. He said they'll try to do this whitening, and we're going to maybe try, but I don't want to give them the satisfaction.
No,
but I want-
don't change anything for anybody.
Yeah.
Absolutely
But,
not. Never.
Yeah, but that's
never.
kind of things we get. And
Well,
I'm like,
all through the years, people will say, "Oh, you look nothing like your photograph in the paper," and I'm like, "Well, I'm not photogenic," or "Don't wear your hair in a ponytail," or "Wear your hair down,"
yes.
or "You look much younger in person than in the paper."
Yeah.
And it's
Exactly.
just like,
Yeah.
But they come right up to me at talks because I do talk. They'll come right up to me at talks and let me know.
Oh, my
And let me
gosh.
know that in person. Isn't that great?
That's funny. Oh my gosh.
But we all have much more admirers, which we're so thankful for, than we have haters. But it is
Yeah.
fun to talk
Yeah.
a little bit about
Yeah.
the hate.
Oh gosh.
They're funny, and we have lots of them. But for every one of those, there are 100
Yeah.
people saying, even to if you've changed my life kind of comment.
Yes.
That kind of thing.
Oh.
In prepping for coming here and talking to you guys, I was saying, I'm going to get to interview Linda and Jerry. And I had two people say, be sure to tell them that they are the reason that I'm here. And it just in watching, you see all ages watching you. You see
That is true.
young people
Yeah.
watching in order to either be entertained or in prepping for coming here.
Yeah.
A lot of people who are thinking about retirement, and just seeing. I really enjoyed your video at Walmart. Because
We thought that was so silly. We thought, who's going to watch that?
no, I'm going to tell you why. Because my husband likes ice cream too, and you could not seem to get yourself away from the ice cream, and you kept thinking about that fat boy.
It was
bar.
the fat boy. I thought, why aren't you getting the fat boy?
I know, and you said I'm thinking about this fat boy bars because you couldn't seem to get. You really lingered at the ice cream.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a few comments about that as well.
At the end, I love at the end where you were checking out and the lady behind you, she is getting all this healthy food. He said to her, "I see that you're getting all this healthy food," and she said, "Yeah," and he says, "I see you're getting readers too, so that's not working out so well."
That's the thing. I try to be a little bit funny and just say what's on my mind. And the last video we did, the yard sale video, I probably stepped over the line with one of my jokes, and so we edited that out.
We had to edit.
I didn't hear, but I heard you say I stepped over the line. I didn't hear what the joke was.
No, you
so.
wouldn't, because I took it out. Because I have to live in this neighborhood.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But we like to have fun.
But you were talking about people of all ages. We had a viewer that was in his 20s. Some kid says, why am I watching your video?
I'm addicted to your videos.
I'm addicted to your videos,
It
and
is
I'm only in their 20s.
It is addicting because I'll give you an example. And the other night when I was supposed to be writing, I said, well, I'm just going to watch a little bit of Linda and Jerry before I write my column. And I watched you guys for like 2 hours.
Oh,
you were on for like 2 hours.
like
I mean, it was crazy. I know. It's like TikTok, which I will not become addicted to. That will not happen. Is that weather coming?
Weather alert.
Yes,
Yeah,
weather.
we're going to have weather today.
Sorry,
Like, excuse me.
And I'm here to testify that is your real hair.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
He has very thick hair. Yes.
We did this show, and our viewership, I wouldn't say it turns over, but we get new people at it all the time that don't see the
Yeah.
old shows.
Yeah.
Where after COVID or during COVID, I went and got my hair cut.
Yeah.
And you probably didn't see that one,
No.
but it was long. I mean, it was like out to here, and the girl cutting the hair was finding little toys in it and things. But yeah, that's on there, so you should check that out if you haven't seen it. It's kind of
And by
fun.
the way, I sit on 2 pillows.
Yeah, she really does. They're right here. It's hard to tell. I mean, you are very short.
I used to be
hard to tell in a video.
I used to be 5'2", but now I'm 4'11". I said one of these days I'm going to disappear.
Yeah. So, and like in the video when you're at Walmart,
Yeah.
you have the GoPro on and it looks like you're a giant.
I loved that. I loved that video because when we got home and watched it, I said, "Oh, did you see that shelf at the top? That gum was empty up there. I've never seen that shelf before.
Isn't that funny?
I saw
Yeah.
so much that I've never seen before
Yeah.
on that
Just from
video,
the camera.
and I was thrilled."
You know, that Walmart video, like all videos, Monday is easier because we
Yeah.
get submitted questions.
Yeah.
But
It's
the
planned.
Walmart video and other Thursday videos, we plan in advance and we go shoot those. And I often have to fret, is this going to be a good video?
Oh, it was great.
Yeah.
Is there enough material here for a video? And I did not think that Walmart video was going to go over very well. However,
Why?
well, I mean,
People love to see people living everyday life. They
Yep,
just
they
do.
do.
It's somehow comforting.
that was put out less than a week ago.
Yeah.
It has
Yeah.
65,000 views.
Yeah.
And
So,
I always say
more.
some of the shows are diamonds and some are stones. And I thought that was going to be a stone. And it turned out to be a diamond.
So that's a more please,
There
you
you
know?
go.
Now, when you say you set it up, what does that mean? You have to call Walmart and say
Oh,
we're
no,
coming
not-
in?
not
or
one like that.
What is it that you do?
In fact, we know Angela Masson. I don't know if you know her. She's another YouTuber.
Yeah.
And she lives in the Villages, and she is a professional shopper.
Oh,
and she
awesome.
she kind of told me
Oh,
what's
I love that.
allowed and not allowed. So no, I didn't ask for. But when we set up other Thursday videos, for example, there are some professional athletes that live in the Villages, or there are some ex. Country music stars, for example,
Yeah, lots of
or
stars.
maybe police heroes, or things like that. So we
Astronauts.
set those up in advance. Or if I was going to go to Gator World, or we recently did one at Bushnell Motorsports, we would set those up in advance, and I would plan for those.
Right.
But some of them we'll do off the cuff and say, let's go for a cart ride.
Yeah.
And then we'll go through the trouble, just like you're here. If you're listening to this, but she has microphones set up in an elaborate
Yeah.
setup that Scott will edit and make it into a really nice show. And the same thing, you know, we have to plan, and we have to have. Sometimes we need lights, or we need cordless
Yeah.
mics, or we need handheld mics, and
Yeah.
We try not to edit too much talking, because I do like just to have sort of the raw, you know, like
yeah.
a conversational kind of style.
well, I
so.
figured since we've had to go and tell my grandson, our grandson, he's ours. He is absolutely ours, 100% ours.
He is smart, but I can't get
Maybe
back
a
in his head.
little, yeah, but maybe, but not a
He's
ton.
misbehaving. He's more of hers.
Yeah,
But we had to tell him to be quiet, and then we had the weather alert go off, and she ran up. So I thought maybe, you know.
Yeah, but we
Maybe
do.
a little, but
We
not
have
too
some.
much.
We have some blooper videos, don't we?
Oh, man.
We've had some couple videos that are all bloopers.
So tell us, since the Walmart one was such a hit, will we be doing a lot more out and about? And the other question I wanted to ask you, so keep that for a
Okay.
question, was from what I watched, everybody was so friendly when you ran into them and said hey and hi, and you had people come over and say
yeah.
hey and hi to you. Do you ever get anybody who says, don't look at me, don't talk to me?
No.
No recording.
Well, sometimes it's funny when we started this and we did our man on the street interviews. We went to Edna's
Oh, I
on
have
the
to go see some of those now. 'Cause I
Edna's
love that.
on the green, and the first time we did it, nobody knew who Linda and Jerry were, and
on
we were pulling
Edna's.
teeth to get people to comment.
Yeah.
And now, when people will see us and they'll come up, and it's very easy now for us to do that.
Yeah.
Yes.
But once in a while, somebody will say, no, I don't want to be here. And we
Yeah.
never push anybody.
No,
you know.
no.
I mean, you
Yeah.
may feel it's a bad hair day, or maybe your makeup's not right,
Yeah.
or you're wearing some unflattering clothing, or maybe you're supposed to be working and you're not, you know. So we understand, and we don't push anybody.
No.
yeah.
Yeah.
But most of the time
Most of
you're
the
met spontaneously
Yeah.
and friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
very much.
absolutely. Very.
But to me, that's the Village's mindset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And another thing people like to talk about though is the village's Florida's friendliest hometown,
Yeah.
and I think it is.
Oh, it is.
But
without
you
a
can
doubt.
still, if you're driving your cart here, you can still have people yell at you or honk at you or
Or
whatever.
shoot you birds.
Or
Yeah.
flip
I
you
was
the
shot a bird the other day.
you?
I was.
Oh.
I drive the big truck. You see my big van
Yeah,
out there,
yeah.
and I didn't. The gentleman in the other truck thought that I was not giving him enough room, I guess, and so he shot me a bird.
That's another instance of where we're highlighting the one percenters.
One percenters.
The
Yes.
Yeah.
And people here, it's easy to forget that maybe they have diabetes, maybe their back hurts,
they're
maybe they've
sick.
got cancer,
Yes.
maybe they lost a relative.
That is true.
On the way
you
to-
do encounter people
Yeah.
with, but the flip side of that is the great thing that you see is the survivors, the people who survive the traumas, the people who survive the cancers.
Yeah.
And they have such a network of support.
They do. They do.
That's a good reason to come to the villages with the network, because you have friends who, you need a ride to the doctor. Yes,
Yes.
I'll take you
Yes.
to the doctor.
Yeah, we do that.
If you're a widower, I love widow groups down here are great. The women will get
Yeah,
together.
they do.
They will do like Saturday night friends. They all,
Yeah.
because there's a lot more women to men here. So they do get together and they have fun, and you're not lonely.
No,
it's
you're
not
not.
a place to be. If you're lonely in the villages,
gonna be
you're
lonely
not
anyway.
trying hard enough.
Right, right.
There is really no reason to be lonely here.
That's true.
Another thing on that kind of same topic, we see lots of people walking and jogging and exercising here.
Yes, on the way
Yeah.
here. Yes.
And in the mornings especially,
Yes.
you will see people that are hopping or hobbling or one leg.
They're doing it.
And they're out doing it anyway.
Yes, they
and I
are.
have so much respect for these
Yeah.
people. And here I am, eating a Hershey bar.
Fat boys.
Yeah,
Fat boys from Walmart.
I'm having a big fat boy from Walmart, and I just say, I really don't want to go out and walk today. And here these people are.
Yes.
You can tell that they've had a knee replacement, or maybe they've got a bad back, and they're out there getting
Yeah.
it. And I
Doing
think
it.
that, boy, there's a lot of really active
People.
Oh, they are like the dragon boat people. They're
my.
hardcore.
Oh, they
are
are.
very hardcore.
Yeah.
Getting up so early in the morning when it's cold, getting in the
Yes.
water in Florida. Now to a Floridian, that's just unheard of. We
Yeah.
would never do that.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yep, they're doing it here.
When I told you a while ago that I edit the videos, and I do more than that. I mean, I'll swim, or we ride the e-bikes. We love
Yes.
e-bikes, fantastic.
Yeah, that's so much fun.
I'll play golf frequently, and
yes.
I'm up for just about anything.
Yes.
But
Oh,
I
he's
spend-
going to play bocce in the senior game, so.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah.
Oh, you did have your bocce shirt on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's going to
For
be
the
a bocce hero.
garage sale day.
But I
Yeah.
was going to say that I also played water volleyball.
Yes.
Oh.
And I have a tremendous story about that, but I'm not going to share it because I'm going to save that for just the right moment on our show.
Okay.
It
Okay.
is
okay.
a doozy of a story. So
I did have a couple of things that I was looking at. Now, you hiking last night, whichever show I watched, you had talked about hiking. There was a
Yeah.
question, or
Yeah.
where do we? Oh, you missed the one thing you missed about Indiana:
Yes.
rolling hills,
Rolling hills,
and
yeah,
the
and
trails,
hiking
and
trails.
walking by a creek or a creek.
Yeah.
up there at the creek.
With actual stones. Okay, so if you like hiking, have you been to Honeymoon Island?
Have not.
No.
Go to Honeymoon Island.
And
Okay.
make a
Awesome.
video.
You will do a video. Do a video, please. Beautiful.
Where is it?
Honeymoon Island is over by Clearwater.
Okay.
Have you ever gone to see? Well, Winter I think passed away. Have you ever seen Winter and what's the other dolphin? Winter and I can't think of their name. Okay, so go to Clearwater, Honeymoon Island.
Okay.
That is an island where you can hike and go to the beach, and there's a park there. There's a place there you can go in and look at all the wildlife there, but eagles osprey.
Okay.
Lots of photographers have, you'll see these big,
Yeah.
huge cameras to catch the eagles.
Right.
And you can hike the whole thing. There'll be raccoons, snakes, all kinds of things.
How do you get over to that island?
Well, you just drive. It's like a little peninsula.
Oh, okay.
Look it
Okay.
up on the Google or whatever.
Okay.
And then if you do ever get a chance, Winter was the dolphin of Dolphin Tales.
Yes.
She has passed away, but her other friend is there, another orphaned dolphin,
Okay.
which I can't think of her name. She's at the, if you ever get to go to the aquarium over in Clearwater and see, you should do a film there.
There we go.
Because I'll tell you why. Any of the people coming here, and your grandson would absolutely love this. If
What about
any-
mine?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Him too. So you're right. So if you guys get to go over and do that, you will have so much fun and make videos because.
Yeah.
That is a place that I don't know if everybody knows about, but
Yeah.
I love.
Okay.
I have done lots of trail walking there, and it's so much fun. So
We'll check that out.
Yeah, for
We will.
sure, for sure. So that was one of the answers I was going to. Now, one other thing, you had a farm. What type of farm was it?
We 1990. I used to deer hunt. I don't hunt anymore. I haven't hunted for 12 years or more.
Long time.
And one farm that I hunted at, there was a shortcut if I went across this certain farm, and when I did that, it looked so beautiful. So I went to the county tax collector and I said, "Who owns that piece of ground?" And they told me. And I called him, and he's going through a divorce, and he is anxious to sell it.
Yes.
Wow.
So
Talk
we
about
bought
timing.
we bought 85 acres, and it was actually heaven on earth.
It
It's
was
beautiful.
absolutely beautiful.
You could see for miles with no other homes or anything, and it was teeming with wildlife and beautiful. So that's
dear.
where when I'm walking in the woods and telling you about it, that's where I'm walking.
Okay, so that was
Yeah.
that. And another question. You were talking about gardens. Remember that?
Yes.
So, yes, they grow them. They do the hydroponic on their back porches. I have one client who has shelving. So, if you want to have a garden in the villages, no, you can't have it out in your lawn
Okay.
per se that I'm aware of, but. They do, like on your back lanai here, they have the shelving systems.
Right.
And they have grow lights, and I have one client who just grows tons of lettuce and all kinds of stuff. And they
Good
eat
deal.
all of it. And it's grown in these white things that stack
Yes.
and drip water and on shelves with these lights. So that's kind of a big thing here. And there is master gardeners clubs. There's all kinds of places to go and learn more about it, you know.
We actually went to Disney a couple weeks ago and saw that in the land they have
Love
that,
it.
Yeah.
that gardening exhibit inside
Love
where they
it.
show
Yeah,
that.
it's too neat.
Love it.
And we got some hiking in that day, let me tell you.
Oh yes, oh yes. Now will you be going to Disney some with your grandson here?
No,
No.
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 Grandma can. It's
Well,
her,
if
it's
you
her
ever-
grandson.
If you do get, it's her grandson. If you do get to go, you guys have to take him on the Ratatouille ride.
Oh,
We did.
We
We
did
did that
that.
ride.
I love
For
that
us.
Very good ride.
It was
Isn't that
fun.
neat?
Yeah, I liked
Wasn't
it.
It's amazing if
Yeah.
you guys get a chance to do that.
Yeah.
So, and then you had one other question that I thought was good because I'm a night owl, and they were talking about mosquitoes.
Yes.
And being, I will tell you my comment about being a night owl. If I lived in the villages, now I am here oftentimes late at night because I will work late. I love the villages at nighttime because it's pristine, it's clean. And when you walk out on the street at night in the villages and all the lights are low, it feels like you're in this perfect other world, doesn't it?
It does.
So it's just a whole nother, it's like Disney at night.
Yeah.
I love Disney at nighttime because of all the low lighting and everything. So
Yeah.
if you are a night owl, and I'll tell you my most favorite thing to do in the villages at night, shopping. Do you know why?
No.
Because everybody's either at the town squares
Yeah.
having music and drinks and dinner, and the stores are low. Like you can walk around. You have plenty of attendants to help you. Shopping at night in the villages is amazing. So if you get a chance
That's
to try
what
it out,
yeah.
nighttime's
Yeah.
the right time.
Yeah.
Okay.
It really
Good
is.
idea.
There's not a lot of people out, so
Yeah.
or it's thinned.
Yeah.
Even when the snowbirds go home, it's real thin. So
Right.
it's like you can park real close, and you
Yeah.
can have very few people.
Yeah.
So
Thank
so
you.
that's a fun thing to do. And then one last thing before we wrap it up. What is the biggest misconception about Florida? You're from the north. I'm not.
I'm from Florida.
What is the biggest misconception people say to you? What was your misconceptions about Florida being from Indiana?
Well, I thought it was going to be hot. and it is hot.
It's boiling.
Really hot. It is so hot.
Yeah, we didn't think it was going to be hot.
You didn't know it was going to be as hot as it
No.
gets, or
Well,
as damp and rainy.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got a great air conditioner and we have a super nice TV.
Yeah.
So when it's hot, we hunker down in here and we
Yeah.
eat and watch TV.
Right.
We fat boys.
That's what we did in Indiana when it got super
Went cold.
you
Yeah.
know?
So we just
Yeah.
opted. We swapped it
Yeah.
out. So.
I prefer the heat to the cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I prefer heat to
Yeah.
cold any
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
Well, I'm wearing long sleeves because this is a chillier day for me.
Misconceptions. I don't think I didn't have any. It's met all my expectations.
Yes, it has.
and
Okay.
Yeah.
You
we-
didn't think there was alligators and we were tromping around in
yeah.
galoshes with them biting at our heels.
No, I like them. I like
Yeah.
snakes and alligators,
He
and I like
does.
I'd love to see a bobcat or a coyote. We had a
Yeah.
bear in
We
our
had a bear in
driveway.
our driveway.
Here?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Here?
Yeah.
Walked right down our driveway.
Oh my gosh! I wonder where. I mean, I have seen black wild hogs.
Yeah.
A whole group of them out there.
Oh.
They were out on a preserve, and you just see
Yeah.
this black line rooting through the. Yeah. So I've seen them.
Yeah.
But my one misconception, and I'm going to go back to a movie reference,
Okay.
Cocoon.
Cocoon.
Wilford Brimley, Don Amici,
Yeah.
Steve Guttenberg. It's a fantastic
It is a good movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
That retirement community, that's what I thought the Villages was like.
Really.
I thought it was a small turquoise colored community
Yeah.
with,
Yeah.
about 30 homes.
Yes.
And not really 30, but I thought it was small.
Yeah.
And it is anything but small.
It
No.
is. It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, when you talk to people, I've had like advertisers call from California saying, "Oh, you need to be on House. You need to be on," and I'm like, "No, I really don't need to be on House. There's so much business here, and I don't even really think you understand what the Villages is." It's like, go look at it online. It's such a misconception,
Yeah. Yeah.
So you answered both of them questions. What was your misconception about Florida and about the Villages? So.
And most people that talk about the Villages now are asking, is it too crowded? Because it's growing leaps and bounds.
Leaps and bounds.
Yeah.
And, it's hard to answer that question, but what I can tell people is we live in a village of Dunedin.
Yes.
Our village is not crowded.
No.
Our streets are not crowded.
No.
We have a pool, it's not crowded. We go to the mailbox. It's nice here.
Yeah.
Now you've got a lot of villages. I don't know how many, 100?
No, I don't
Something like
know.
that. And
I wonder. I don't even know that number.
the thoroughfares can get crowded especially when the snowbirds are
Yes. I
here.
think
But
it's
this whole
110.
community is not what I would consider to be crowded.
Right. And, and that's just perception. I mean, if
Yeah.
you come from New York, crowded is really, that might be crowded for somebody like me, who's, from Ocala, Florida. So it's really just based on your own perception. But it doesn't matter if it were crowded or thin. It's fabulous here. We love it. So I'm
do too.
very happy to be here in the Villages working. And very happy to meet you guys. And I really thank you for coming on the podcast. I really appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
Well, it's totally our pleasure. Thanks for having us.
Yes.
Thank you. And do you guys always have an ending? Would you like to
Oh.
take us out?
Well, I would love for people to subscribe to our channel if you're watching this.
I'm sorry. How do we get a hold of you? How do we see you?
Well, on YouTube, you can look for Jerry and Linda. You can look for the Villages Newcomers, Jerry and Linda. But what's amazing, if you Google Jerry and Linda, we're got like the first 50 things that pop up. That is surreal.
Yes. Yeah.
And you can find us easily if you want to, but hit that subscribe and you'll be notified. Ring the little bell,
Yes.
and it'll tell you every time we have
and
a
we will put
video.
all that in the show notes. And I usually do ask, but I forgot. When you're having conversation, it's good. I'm enjoying it thoroughly. I've
Oh.
so
thank
enjoyed
you.
the conversation.
We
I'm in it.
appreciate
So
it.
yeah, so we will put all that in the show notes of how to get a hold of you, and people will go and see you from that as well.
Okay, and Linda will say,
If you liked our video today, please press that like and subscribe button and share it with your friends. Until next time.
see you when you get here.
Yeah, I love it.